going to do an energy checkup here to see what's going on with you. All right. I hope everyone is having a blessed day. Make the message clear for the Leo watching, please. All right, we have the Seven of Cups, the King of Swords, the Strength. All right, Leo, there you are, coming out. The Wheel of Fortune, the Three of Wands, and the Seven of Wands with the Fool on the bottom of the deck. All right. I feel like you're being very serious and very honest with yourself or other people on what they can expect or what's to be expected in a certain situation. I feel like you're being very honest about the future or what your future could look like. Because I see that there's many different ways something can go. I feel like you're trying to see exactly what's going to happen or what's the most likely outcome of something. Because I see you have this energy to get something done or to tackle something, or but you have to wait to see what the results are going to be or how something's going to turn out. So I see like it's like you're like armed up for like war, but you got to wait for the signal to like charge ahead. That's what I'm getting. Like you're trying to it's like you're trying to stay clean before you like go into battle or something. Like it's like you don't want to waste your energy or you don't want to waste your sword unless you, or you don't want to use your sword unless you have to or something. Because it's like you're about to start this new journey or you're about to do something like that you've never done before, but it's like you're trying to go into the future to see how it's going to turn out, or you're trying to see like, okay, based on what I have here in front of me, this is the different ways something can play out. So I feel like you're trying to like predict how something is going to happen. I feel like you're in the future or something like that, or you're trying to think futuristically, like, okay, so what are all the different aspects I'm going to need to keep in account for the future? So you're being courageous to look at the hard truths or the easy truths, whether the truth is hard or easy. I feel like you have the strength to make sure that you know everything so that you can protect yourself. Like if anything can go bad, you're trying to prepare for that. You're like, all right, worst case scenario, if this happens, then I'll be ready. So I feel like you just want to be prepared for the future no matter what it brings. This is what you're thinking. All right, we have the Three of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, the Nine of Wands, the Six of Swords, and the Justice. All right, so are you using like astrology to figure this out? Like, are you trying to use astrology to see, like, all right, around what time am I going to be going through hardships or something like that? But for if it's not that, I just feel like you think about how you don't like how something could end. Like you want to be single on your own, doing well, like being successful. That's what I'm seeing here. Like you want to make sure that you're being successful. So you're trying to start out being confident. You're like, you know what, if I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna go for it, but let me not be dumb. Like you don't want to be a dumb fool. I feel like you don't like that something's going to take a lot of work. but it has to be done or it has to happen. Um, like like even your like astrology could be saying that yeah, a lot of you're about to be doing a lot of work, but you're strong enough to handle it. Like you can handle this work, whatever it is. Yeah. Okay, we have worthiness. Yeah, I feel like whatever job that you're doing, you deserve to be there. So this is why you're gonna be the fool. You're gonna go ahead and go for it. You're like, you know what? I deserve to be here. I'm worth it. You know, you're feeling very confident in yourself, Leo. You're like it's like you're making space for yourself in some type of industry. Like you're noticing things that you don't like. I feel like you might like you may even like feel like you're being rejected. You're like, yeah, why am I being rejected here? Like I'm worth it, or I'm you know I'm good at what I do. All right, so the way that you make sure that you keep your worth is by knowing all the rules. You need to know all the rules, Leo, wherever you're going. Yeah, I feel like you need to know the rules or you need to know the truth or something. Like you need to make sure that you like read over your contract or something. Like you need to make sure that you know exactly what you're signing up for. I feel like you're not really sure. You're like you don't really have a full grasp on what you're signing up for just yet. But I feel like you're finding out today of what you signed up for. All right, afford. Yeah, so um okay, I feel like for good news, you can afford whatever this is. So this is what you're finding out. You're like, yeah, I can afford it, or like, let's say you have to pay for something first before you start. Um, you can afford it, but you don't like the fact that you have to spend it. Like you're like, yeah, if it was up to me, I wouldn't have to spend nothing. But um, yeah, you can afford to, or this is what you want to do. You want to be able to afford everything. So this is what you're trying to figure out. You're like, yeah, based on this new journey or new path I want to take, can I afford the lifestyle that I'm still living now? I feel like the answer is no. Like that's the hard truth. You can't afford it. So you're gonna have to work 9 times as hard, or you're gonna have to work 3 times as hard because you can't really afford, or you want to be able to still afford something. So it's like it's very weird reading. um, yeah, I just feel like you don't like the fact that you have to work really hard on this new journey. Um, which I feel like once you get there, you're gonna like it. So this is just you in your mind, just like thinking about worst case scenario. Like, yeah, worst case scenario is I just won't like it, but I can still afford it to do everything, or I may have to struggle a little bit. What are you doing? Like, I don't really know what you're doing. All right, okay, yeah, you're complaining. All right, so this is what you're doing. You don't like something, you're complaining about it. Yeah, so you don't like that you're doing so much work. You're like, yeah, why am I doing so much work? Could something be easier? So you're just complaining. It's like you complain that you got to go to work, but you know that that's the only way that you can afford your bills, or that's the only way you can afford to live a lifestyle. But you're still going to complain about it, though. Okay. So, Leo, stop complaining. If you want something, you have to work hard for it. I feel like it's not that bad once you actually get something, or you just go ahead and go for something anyway. It's not that bad. It may be a lot easier than you expected, or you're going to realize that that was the best decision. Okay. Hopefully, this is making sense to somebody. All right, emotional withdrawal. So, yeah, I feel like you got to take your feelings out of it. Like, you just have to, like, accept the truth. You want to be able to afford this lifestyle, this luxury lifestyle that you're living. You got to go somewhere where you can work for that, period. You don't like it, that's just what it is. Um, but I feel like you'll know that it'll be worth it in the end, or you deserve to be here, or wherever you're doing, you deserve to be there, or it's going to be worth it. All right. I just feel like you have to take your feelings out of it, how you feel. All right. Collection. So you could be dealing with collections. You may have something in collections that you have to pay. For others of you, you're starting a new collection. Um, yeah. So make sure you check collections, that collections is not trying to, make you pay for something. I feel like if collections does come for you, you can afford it anyway. But I feel like you're about to start a new collection, or you're gonna have one, something that you're working on. I feel like you're complaining about a collection of things, like it's too many, or something is like, you're like, why is it a whole collection? Or all right. I just see you like, you know what? I'm just gonna accept the truth. If you feel a certain way about it, I see you just going somewhere to just like get it off your chest, and then that's it. Like, you know, you just need, I think you just need to have someone to complain to, or just have an outlet to complain to. You want to cry about it or something. Okay. All right. This fell on top of the other one, so I'm just gonna redo that. Give me another angel number, please, for Leo. All right, we got 1565. Just give me a second to look it up. All right, this angel number says that your guardian angels for this angel number are going to help you focus to move your life on. Focus on subjects to become a reality. It says apply your talent and work smart. Yeah, so you got to use your talents, Leo. If you want to be able to like you need to give yourself more credit. You're smarter than what you're like acting like, or you're stronger than what you're acting like. Like, you need to apply your talent. I feel like you don't want to, like, you don't want to work smart. You just want something to kind of just come to you. So yeah, try to do your best to enjoy the work. Try your best to enjoy the fool's journey that you're about to go on. Like, all right, I just pulled Europe, so I don't know. Are some of you going to Europe here? Is this what you're preparing for, or some of you European? Okay. Um, okay. I mean, I guess what's the outcome for you? Like, I do see you just trying to figure out, you just want to be who you want to be or something like that. It's like you just want to make sure you're happy. But what's the outcome for Leo? Yeah, power. There you are. There's your lioness self. So yeah, you're gonna become more powerful. So I feel like you asked for this, Leo. You asked for more power. Now you're complaining about the work that it takes to keep it. Don't complain, just get more powerful is what I'm getting. Like that's all you need to be doing is focusing on getting more power. This could actually be like the power company. Like you're complaining about your power, um, but they're talking about you got to pay a back bill or something like that. Go ahead and do it. You may not want to, but you may have to do it to get your power back on. I'm getting if you're traveling to Europe, make sure that you take the right plug-in or have an adapter for the plug-in. They don't have the same wall configurations like in America. Make sure you account for that if you're traveling out the country. Make sure you have the right adapters for your electronics. Okay. But I'm gonna leave the message there, Leo. Thank you so much for watching. I truly hope this message brought you clarity. If you feel like it did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, take care.